first discovery call today failed. Hi everyone, my name is Braden Chase and I am running this podcast and these videos, right, to share kind of my journey as I'm learning to be a better marketer. And I've told you my story before, but I wanted to kind of just review it really quickly. I was an English teacher, right, and I started working as an English teacher for a long time. And I built some online courses. Hi, Vivian. Nice to see you again tonight. It's very nice to see you, actually. And as I was kind of working and doing my English courses, I learned that marketing is kind of a big deal, and I didn't know how to do it. So I had to learn all of these different things. This is about 2 years ago. So I had to work and learn and train and practice and do a lot of different things to try and figure out how to market my English courses. And as I was going through that, as I learned and realized that marketing was such a huge issue, I realized that I actually needed to kind of specialize into this. So I've actually launched my own marketing agency, is what they're called, an agency. And I do marketing, and I run Facebook ads, and I run Google ads, and I write pages, and I build sales funnels and copywriting and a bunch of different things, right? All of these pieces that are wrapped around marketing and business strategy. Those are the kinds of things that I do. And I do these for other businesses. And I've done it for myself, and I've partnered with another guy, and he's also kind of starting out. He's better at things. He's better at some things than me, but I'm better at other things than he is. So we mix well together, right, to be able to work together and do those things. And one of the things that I was trying to do is that I'm not good at is doing kind of cold calling, or doing what we call a discovery call. So cold calling, when you're doing marketing or sales or something like that, is when you get somebody's phone number, call them on the phone and say, hey, I've got something to sell you, right? Don't do it that way. That's a terrible way to do it. But that's kind of the idea, right? Some random person calls you and says, hey, I have something, do you want to buy it? Okay. Again, don't do it that way. That's the terrible way to do it. Now, it's not how I did it, right? But that's the idea, so you know what's going on. So I actually did that on Tuesday, and I called 12 different places here to try and offer my services to them, places that I knew needed my services. So I contacted them and I talked to them about different things, and I actually was able to schedule what we call a discovery call. So a discovery call is a little bit longer. It's about 15 minutes where we sit down on the phone and we discuss, okay, what's your business? What do you need? What can I provide to actually help your business grow? Generate some revenue, generate some profit, increase clients, or whatever that you need within your business. And every business is different. So those discovery calls are very important so that you actually know if you're a good fit, because sometimes it's not a good fit, right? And the business doesn't need your help, or maybe they have this other thing, or we're all confused, or whatever, right? There's different things going on. So as that call was going on, so I scheduled that call for this morning. And the call started, and it started out really well, actually. I had my little script, right, and I'm planning. I'm not very good at this. I am not a salesman. I'm not good at, discussing, objection number 3, and I don't know how to do that. I'm terrible at those kinds of things, actually. But I am pretty good at explaining things and helping people understand and learn. So I was trying to talk to the lady that I was explaining things to. I'm like, okay, you got this. Okay, your business kind of functions this way. That's great. I'm understanding how the process works. And I ran into a problem where she seemed interested. She understood what we were doing, which meant I was explaining things well. But she wanted to see some real evidence. Hey, Jerry. She wanted to see some real evidence of things that I had done. And I'm like, duh, this is a problem. Because I've done a lot of marketing, but it was always for myself, and it was always in Portuguese, right? Because that's where most of my clients were or my students when I was teaching English and stuff like that. That's where that was. Well, now what do I do? I can show you this stuff, but it's in Portuguese. I can't show you this stuff. And I ran into a problem, right? She wanted to see some evidence. She wanted to see some real visual type things that shows that I can produce, which I can, but I didn't have anything to show her. And the discovery call that I was going through just kind of broke down right there. And I'm like, darn it. This would have been a good client, right? They were interested. They were very successful business already, so they were very capable of paying for my services and things like that. I knew that I could help them, but they couldn't really see they couldn't see how I could help them. I knew it, but they didn't know it. And since I didn't have actual physical evidence to show, okay, come look at this page, or I worked on this, or I worked on that project, the call kind of fell apart, and the lady that I was talking to just kind of like, I'm not willing to work on this. Everything kind of broke down, and it was kind of sad. And I was actually really disappointed with myself for a while. It took a couple of hours to kind of get some energy back and recover and be happy again. And it was, but it was a good learning opportunity for me, right? And to see that there's growth, right? And there's time to move forward. And even though we fail sometimes, right? I tried, I worked hard, I researched these people, I knew where they were, I called them up, I did this very nerve-wracking kind of discovery call, or cold calling to them, which was very stressful for me. And then I did the discovery call, and it was very stressful for me too. And it didn't work, and that's very sad, but that's how we learn, right? We try really hard, and often we fail. And this is a story of me failing. And but I know that I can do this, and I know that I can move forward, and I know that I can overcome this. I believe that it is possible, and I know that belief is the key to that idea, right? I need to believe that I can do it. Just like sports people, right? When they want to be good at basketball or football or soccer or whatever it is, they believe that they can do it. They see someone else. They see a professional soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldinho Gaúcho, or any of these people that just incredible soccer players. They're like, wow, that guy can do it. I can do it too. And I have seen so many people do this. Actually learn how to market. There's one guy that I follow, his name is Steven Larson, and he says the same thing all the time. He's like, this is nothing but a set of learnable skills. There is no talent, there's no expertise, there's no magic behind marketing. It is just a set of learnable skills. You just gotta go learn them. And what's hard about marketing is that you actually have to practice in order to learn a lot of the things. But when you practice, you end up failing a lot. But that's part of it. That's part of how it works, right? In order to kick the ball really well as a good soccer player, or throw it really far as a good football player or baseball player or whatever, you got to throw it wrong a lot. And it's only when you become a professional that people say, wow, that person's so cool. But they went through years of being wrong before they finally got it right. Okay, so that's kind of the message for tonight. I've failed for now. And I will keep moving forward, and I'll share with you guys kind of the journey as I work through those things. And I hope this was helpful for you guys, right? I know that people fail. I'm involved in a lot of entrepreneurial groups, and I see a lot of people fail. A lot of people get discouraged and fall apart. And I've done that, and I kind of was that way just this morning. But rebuild, restart, keep moving forward. That's the message for tonight. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. If you like this, or if you know anybody who needs to hear kind of a story like this of someone failing, right, and who needs to, get a little bit kind of move forward, share this with them, send them to them, whatever, post their name, tag them, that's the word, down in the comments, and help somebody out today. Have a wonderful night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.